The Kevin Durant situation remains status quo. 3+ weeks since his trade request became public and nada. Brian Windhorst the other day said the price is so high that nobody could afford to pay it. Right now, everybody waiting for the price to get lower. And that's a fair point because it does you no good to acquire Kevin Durant if you've depleted the rest of your roster.
It is, Matt, and I think that's where unless there's some unique situation that every scenario you read, I'm like, that's not going to work. That's not going to work right now, at least. But the same type of deals that are out there, Matt, you know this, when they get closer to the season, we get into the season, and that trade deadline comes around where you got to make a deal or just stick with the team you have and stay packed, then I think that's when Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving will be moved.
I feel like there are so few teams out there who could potentially even entice the Nets into making a deal with some kind of value for Kevin Durant that he's going to wind up there at the beginning of the season. The key question is, what kind of noise might he make if there's no deal done by training camp? And to me, he's not going to make any. He's going to show up and play.
I think so. That's Kevin Durant. But I think also if you're the Brooklyn Nets and what we've been talking about the last 2 or 3 years, this is the best team we've seen on paper with the big three, with Harden, Kyrie, Durant. They have a chance to win a championship. All that has gone out the window. Now this is a team right now, Matt, with these guys and Ben Simmons, because of what's going on, could this team even make the playoffs? Because if the guys are not playing with their heart into it and there's negotiation and everybody in the media talk about scenarios from now into February, that's going to be a huge distraction in New York.
Which is amazing because if they are on board, this could be a team that wins the East.
Totally agree with you, man. I mean, I envision that trade with Ben Simmons. We all thought they need a defender. He checks that mark. They need an actual point guard that can get those guys some easy buckets. He checks that mark. They need a guy, a big, that also can play some versatile 5, 4, and 3. Ben Simmons, they need to push pace, I think. They're great half-court. Both those guys can get their own shot. But without a guy pushing pace, getting guys easy shot, I thought he checked all that when healthy. I wanted to see those three play together. We still might.
I still think we will. It just makes too much sense not to.